Ever since Alita Battle Angel came out, fans have been searching for a Rosa Salazar cameo, where rumors flew that she had a part in the movie herself without any CGI effects, based on this interview from Weta Digital.
Everything on Alita is full CGI, so the only time you ever see Rosa in the film is she played an extra one night outside the bar, standing there, and no one will ever see it, but she is in there once.
Challenge accepted. Efforts to find this cameo started off right away, with most people thinking this happened in the bar fight scene. However, no clear Rosa Salazar cameo was ever noticed, and more recent information indicates it's likely in this chase scene with Zapan and Hugo. Did you see it? We'll slow it down a little bit. I think that's Rosa right there. And in this video, we'll give you the full details of the search, enhance the image, and try to confirm if this is in fact Rosa Salazar. The doctor is in. What's up, guys? Doc Ito here with an Alita update. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of Doc Ito's free repairs, and check out the links below to support the movie. We know Rosa Salazar absolutely loved her role in Alita Battle Angel and can't help herself from bringing up the movie in interviews for other shows. She says she could play Alita for the rest of her life, making sequel upon sequel, as long as she is able to act even into her old age. And trust us, we would love to see that. We know Rosa went through a lot of CGI work to make this movie, with her performance captured, with Weta Digital taking every single tiny little motion from Rosa Salazar's face and translating into Alita's face. And Rosa was all in on this character, learning martial arts, training for hours a day, and doing as many of her own stunts as she could to create the most realistic interpretation of Alita possible. But fans weren't satisfied with just seeing Alita as a CGI character and Rosa Salazar's performance in the movie after Eric Sandon, a VFX supervisor at Weta Digital, confirmed that as Rosa was actually in the movie as a small cameo. And he gave us a challenge. Well, Alita Army says, challenge accepted, because as we know, we do not stand by in the presence of evil. So fans quickly started looking for the cameo on repeat viewings of the movie, and efforts intensified now that the Blu-ray actually came out. The bar fight was where most people thought Rosa would have actually shown up, and there were some potential extras that looked similar to Rosa Salazar. However, this doesn't appear to be the actual cameo of Rosa in the movie. But efforts continued, and Hunter Warrior 17739 thought there was a woman in the stadium that looked very similar to Rosa Salazar. So let's take a look at that. So here's the crowd cheering, and this lady in the purple was thought to be Rosa Salazar. Now, I will say there is definitely some resemblance there, but I'm not convinced, and this does go against what now Weta Digital had said in the prior interviews. So I don't think this is actually Rosa, the lady with the sword up here. However, it does look quite similar. Now, the real breakthrough came this week when Vladdy asked Nick Depstein from Weta Digital about Rosa's small cameo, asking where exactly this would be. And Weta Digital replied saying, yep, I believe you can see her for a few frames. From memory, it's indeed outside the bar. I think in the Zapan Hugo chase scene. I think. Weta Digital. Now, this was all the information Alita Army needed, with Corsolitarius saying that Rosa's cameo, this might be it, and Hunter Warrior taking a couple screen caps of what appears to be Rosa Salazar. So let's look at the scene in question and enhance the image in true action movie fashion to see exactly what we're looking at. So first, here's the chase scene with Hugo running away from Zapan, running through the corridor, and then here's Zapan running through the same area. And this is the area where the cameo occurred. So when we slow it down, that was Rosa just passing by. So let's back up and let's roll through this frame by frame. So this right here is actually Rosa. You get a first look at her when Hugo passes by, and you really can't see it very clear, but that's where she is. And here in slow motion with Zapan coming by, you get a much better look at her. Here's Rosa coming into the frame and going out. So let's enhance this image and take another look. So I've enhanced the brightness and contrast on this image so we can get a better look at it. And here's Rosa coming into the shot, talking to an acquaintance of some sort, and that's it for the time when Hugo flies by. And here's the much better look. So here is, again, zooming in on Rosa and her acquaintance. I really do think, going through this frame by frame, that this is in fact Rosa Salazar. I mean, it does have her proportions. It looks like her. She's got the features exactly of Rosa Salazar. So I do think this is actually Rosa. And It's really cool how they did it, putting her in, hiding her in this shot, and I think no one would have seen it if they didn't pinpoint exactly where it is. So congrats to Weta Digital on an amazing movie with Alita Battle Angel. And Rosa, thank you for all the work you've done for the movie and for giving us a little Easter egg here that we had to search for, and I do think Alita Army has found. Thanks to Hunter Warrior 17739, as well as Corso Letarius, for all their efforts in finding this as well. So let me know what you think in the comments. Is this Rosa Salazar? I think it is. While we can't be 100% sure, I'm like 99% sure. Now, the coverage of a potential Alita sequel continues even today with a post from Bleeding Cool covering the same Rosa Salazar interview about how she wants to play Alita till her last breath, with CBR.com posting another article this morning with the same quotes. So the fact that this continues to be picked up is really encouraging, and even now, about a week after the initial /film article, it continues to get plays. So I think it's great news. There continues to be interest in the sequel from various websites with high reach, and that's going to help to get the word out and more people watching the movie. On Amazon, the 4K and regular Blu-rays are still in the top 10. After the diehards have gotten their 4K UHD versions of the movie, it's interesting that the Blu-ray DVD combo has now jumped above it. Until we get the final numbers, it'll be hard to tell exactly how the movie is doing. It's normal for sales to drop off since a bunch of people have already bought the movie the first week that it came out. On Blu-ray.com, top sellers in the US, Alita is again number 4 and number 8. But if you look at trending Blu-ray movies, it's number 1 and number 3. So definitely still has a great amount of interest in the movie, with it on IMDb being the number 11 movie in popularity. And yes, it did lose a little bit at 7.4 now, down from the 7.5 it was. But this is what happens when movies come out. They just slowly trickle down. So I don't think it's going to fall below a 7, which is good. Of course, we want that higher, and if you haven't voted for the movie, feel free to do that. But if you do, don't vote for just one movie, since those votes don't count. And we're still waiting for the numbers to release the actual Blu-ray numbers for Alita Battle Angel. They're usually about a month behind, so we're looking at another 3 weeks or so until we get any solid numbers about how the Blu-ray sales are doing. But all indications are they're doing quite well, and hopefully we get enough revenue to where an Alita sequel is definitely going to happen. Of course, the studio knows the numbers before we get them. They knew the pre-order numbers, and I believe all of these efforts pushing an Alita sequel in the media are related to the studio knowing that a sequel is very likely due to good Blu-ray numbers. So we'll have to wait and see when they actually come in. And of course, we'll be right here to keep you guys updated. So remember to like and subscribe. Y'all have a great day. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Doc out.